Exactly what did you do for the railroad? What kind of job did you have?
Well,
on
I
the
started
road?
on the carpenter gang. Then I got on the two-man gang. I was painting all these signs, targets, office, refinished furniture. I was doing all that with a two-man gang.
Right here in Tampa.
Yeah. Well, I went as far as Jacksonville and all the way to Naples. And then when we merged, I went to coastal Jacksonville. The coastline and seaboard merged. So.
You're in frame. How old were you when you retired from the railroad?
65.
65. So you've been retired now 35 years?
July 31st.
Don't you feel ashamed you should have been working those 35 years?
Well, the other day I was giving some scrap away to the black guy and they stole all my fittings. I thought he was honest. Knocked a lot of work out of me. So I'll buy some. But if I ever catch him, I'm going to have him arrested.
Are you glad that you... What have you basically done since you retired? How have you been spending your retirement?
I spent my retirement? Well, I used to go out, but now just with a band.
He tinkered in his shop for a long time. He still does tinker in his tool shop. He fixes things. That's his second passion.
See, all my friends have died. Now, my kid brother, there are about 3 or 4 of us left. And on the railroad, there's one man living, and the last I heard, he was supposed to go to the hospital. I don't know if he's alive or dead. He lives in Bel Rico. Outside of that, no, they're all dead.
The days back when the mafia was big in Tampa.
Oh man,
was there a big mafia?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Mafia.
Did you do the Bolita thing?
Yeah, one time they were throwing the numbers, you know. They were throwing the sack, and I grabbed it and hold. And one of them said, I say no. So they took it away from me, and the guy said, who told you to catch that bug? They threw it at me. You want to do something about it? He left. They were cheating. They get that ball till that ball is heavy, or cold ball. Then they get it, they cut it, and they show it to the people around. And I remember some black guy saying, honest as the day is long. Bullshit, that ball was heavy.
Were the mafia days good, fun days?
Well, the mafia come to you, say the shirt collar is inside out. That means you was marked.
Oh.
And if you raise hell, they go kill his family.
Now, when you were younger, neighbors were friendlier and everybody knew each other.
Oh yeah.
What was that like to live in Tampa when when everybody knew everybody and they even delivered groceries to the houses, right?
I remember one time a little Cuban boy, they used to call us macaroni. So, oye macaroni. No habla de macaroni, muchachos. Me comí 3 platos de macaroni. Coño, ojalá que yo tuviera. Estaba pasando hambre. No que comí un plato.
In closing, I would like you to say a few words about Jack. Today is his birthday. I'd like you to say things that just generally that you recall about your son.
Well,
growing up and now and how you feel.
The only thing I can say, well, he was full of life. He had obstruction of the stomach. They had operated on him when he was 3 weeks old. And Dr. Winter said he'd be 2 years before he walked. Before he was 7 months, when he was 7 months, I took him to the office and he climbed a chair. No, so he made the sign of the cross, he fooled me. He was all right, he was full of pep. Then they threw a brick and almost broke his skull. But he lived through it.
Did you ever dream in a million years that one day, that little baby that was born, that you would be sitting in a chair at age 100 and talking about him on his 71st birthday.
501?
Did you ever dream that you would be here talking about your son on his 71st birthday?
I never thought I'd live that long. Man, we didn't know where the next meal was coming. That's how bad things were.
And how do you feel now?
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it.
Do you feel good?
Yeah.
You take vitamins?
I did everything for my mother and all my brothers. I helped raise them. Both chicken, cow, goats. And I had 3 turkeys. They were that big. And it was raining, they were drinking water. So look how fun did they drink. You know what they were doing? Drowning themselves. I lost 3 turkeys.
The turkeys drown themselves?
Yeah, because they're drinking.
Well, they probably knew that they were going to get eaten up, so they wanted to die
somebody
first.
told me, no. When you ready to pull the turkey away, they drink themselves to death.
Well, I want to wish you many more birthdays.
Thank you.
You're a wonderful man, and you have a wonderful son.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Jack, did you have anything else you wanted to?
No, the whole family is proud of my dad. He's a wonderful example of love and hard work, and very generous, very kind, very gentle. He never laid a strap on me. My mother was a disciplinarian. But my daddy has many friends. They love him. He's endeared so many to himself, and the whole family is proud of him. And
what my grandchildren want, they have it.
Anything that grandchildren and great-grandchildren want, you're right. He'll deep in his heart or deep in his pocket, whatever it takes. He loves us and we love him. And we're all blessed that we're all together. He enjoys the family, 4 generations, going on 5, and it's just a beautiful thing. And we thank God for that.
Is there one major recollection you have growing up about your dad that just sticks in your head?
I have many, but one of my favorite is to when friends came over, or when I went with him on the job, the amount of respect and that love they had for him was just incredible, and that made me proud. And I wanted to be like him. I wanted that for myself.
Thank you both so much. This was beautiful.
You know, we're going to talk about your passions. Can you say something about where your passions have come from? Your passions for your family, your heritage, your work. Where do you think
it started at an early age, because I could see the sacrifices my parents and grandparents made to keep the family together. Unlike the old-fashioned Italians, we forgave. We started over the next day. We didn't carry grudges. My dad was a hard worker, strong, always there for his friends and especially his family. And what we did with love and we did with passion. And that later applied to other things in our lives. My sister went to college. She became a teacher. I'm the first Gugino in the family to graduate from high school, and my grandmother attended my medical school. And so the passion really comes from watching the love and the endurance and the stick-to-itiveness that my dad and the family members had. So I absorbed it. I loved it. And it gives you a zest for life, and it gives you a zest for accomplishment and being able to appreciate people and what they mean to the family, what they mean to us, and what they mean to each other. And every day we thank God for our good fortune, and we spread it. We pass it on to others. And that's what they did with me, and that's what I try to do in my life.
Thank you. It's been a real pleasure.
That was great. That was